मुझे चांस दिया मेरा एक्सपीरियंस को शेयर करने का और बताने का कि ये जो 4-5 साल मैंने एमसेंड का प्रोडक्शन करा, मुझे क्या-क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आई, मैंने किस तरीके से उनको ओवरकम किया, मैंने किस तरीके से अपना जो है प्लांट को इम्प्रूव किया, क्वालिटी को इम्प्रूव किया और मार्केट में बने रहने के लिए क्या-क्या चीज़ें मैंने करी। इस मेरे एक्सपीरियंस को शेयर मैं कर सकूँ, इसका मौका देने के लिए मैं प्रवीण सर आपका बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
थैंक यू सो मच।
एंड मैंने सर कुछ प्रेजेंटेशन तैयार की है, तो मैं आपके साथ उसको शेयर करता हूँ स्क्रीन पे और फिर उस बारे में अपन
हाँ, ये नीचे जहाँ म्यूट स्टार्ट वीडियो लिखा है उसके आगे एक ऊपर तीर बनाया हुआ है शेयर का।
बिल्कुल सर।
Because our participants are more than 50% participants are not comfortable in Hindi. If you may give some in English, they may be better able to understand English or something where or if the slides are in Hindi, you may try to explain.
No, no, they are totally in English, sir.
Okay.
But I thought that if there is some problem, like somebody is not able to understand English, so
No,
I
no.
was speaking in Hindi.
Okay.
But I'll try to make it understand in English.
So there's one upward arrow after the
Yeah,
button of
but after that, it is not like I'm going on file. Okay, screen one. Screen one, share.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now it is
Now you are able to see it.
yes, it has come, sir. Very nice.
Okay.
Your desktop has come. It means your yes. Now you can open the file. Yes.
So, first of all, I would like to tell each and everyone that I am into this business. I have situated my plant in Kota, and I am working from last 4 to 5 years in this business. So I have faced many problems regarding how to manufacture, which machinery should we use to manufacture, and what kind of what is a proper M sand. So after this 5 years or 4 years of struggling, I got to know what is actually M sand, how it is washed, how it is crushed. So now I am going to share my experience with you. I would like to tell you we were the first to say serve washed M sand in Haduti region over here in Rajasthan. We have fully automatic plant of 40 tons capacity per hour production, and we have a good experience of serving many companies like Tata L&T in Motipura, CFCL in Gadepan, and GAIL in Anta, HPCL in Mandana. So after this hard working of 5 years, past 5 years, we were able to do this because we can understand that these type of companies are very particular about the quality. They don't use any kind of inferior product in their construction. So I would like to drag now attention on the basic point which for which we are here, and that is what is AmSand. So I would like to explain that AmSand is a manufactured sand. AmSand is a crushed aggregate produced uh, produced from hard stone, which is cubically shaped with grounded edges, washed and graded with consistency to be used as a substitute of river sand. So, from this we can understand that M sand is what which is made up of hard stone. Uh, the shape of that granules or aggregate should be cubical or rounded edges, and it should be washed properly and graded so it can be used as a substitute of river sand. First of all, in this definition, we have that shaping. So shaping plays a very great role, because in Indian standard, the first line is written that according to IS 383 2016 to 2016, it is that the shape of your aggregates should be cubical, then only you can tell it as a M sand, or then only you can measure it in a quality M sand.
Goel,
The
Goel sir, you may use F5 for or make full screen.
okay.
Uh, F you may use F5 or try to through slideshow full screen if possible.
We don't have that F5 in laptops. That's why I'm just finding out where.
Maybe slideshow in the upper toolbar, slideshow is visible.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
you may use that from current slide. You may say yes, sir.
Now it's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Thank you, sir.
We have already discussed about the first point, and the second point is how you can like I would like to explain that how you can achieve this shaping of M sand, because there are many machineries available over here in India, but few of them only research and development, and after that they make the machine. So your machine should be, as when you are shaping your granules or aggregate, it should create a lower amount of wastage, because this will directly affect on your operating cost of the plant. So you can use very technically sound machines like vertical shaft impactors. You have some great companies over here in India. They produce vertical shaft impactors with such technology that while crushing, they produce a lower amount of wastage. So in this slide, I have shown you what type of pressures are there. Left at the left, you can see that this is vertical shaft impactor, and on the right, I have shown the technology inside the vertical shaft impactor. They have two kind of vertical shaft impactors. Like first is rock to rock, and the second is rock to metal. So the first one with rock to rock is for the stones which are in property of very hardness or uh, very stiff kind of stones. And for soft stones, you can use rock to metal. So this will be very easy to shape your granules with metal in a soft stone by not creating more and more wastage. The next one is washing. So washing of aggregate. Washing actually enhances your quality of sand, because when you wash the sand, it eliminates all high percentage of silt and other impurities which is being produced while crushing process. So it generally a good washing enhances the quality of M sand, and makes the workability more accessible with any concrete or masonry work. So the second point is the washing should be done thoroughly so that the silt percentage should lie under 8%. If we want to make any grade of concrete and have a desire to get a high strength, the silt percentage should be under 8% so that this sand does not opposite react with the cement, and it will give you if it will not react oppositely, then it will give you good strength in any grade of cement. After that, we have a third point. We can prefer the four-way washing with hydrocyclone technology, which is the most upgraded and latest version of machine. So if I have also personally used this technology, I'm using it, and the results are tremendous because this is the latest version of washing units, and we can say that this is like we wash the sand from four sides, and after that we hydrocycloned it, so all the minimum to minimum amount of impurities come out from the sand, and the washing is done properly. So we can achieve good washing from this kind of machines. And nowadays there is a there is this is a big matter of research and development nowadays, at how to wash or how to filter the sand without water, and how to cut the operating cost of the plant. So some more machines are derived nowadays, that are air filtering and power screening, but these machinery needs special atmospheric condition while operating. So no, it is not easy to operate these machines, water filtering and power screening, in normal climatic condition. I think you should need a dry climatic condition each and every time when you want to operate it. So this was all about washing, and I have put on some pictures to make you understand that at the left, these are hydrocycloned washing units, and at the right, you can see this is a hydrocyclone, and you can more understand from internet about it, how it works, how it cleans the sand. Uh, After this, the definition says a good gradation. So the gradation of the most of the AM sand should be according to the Indian standards, which will decide the category of civil work for which it can be used. So IS 383 2016 says many these type of gradations like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and whatever the gradation of your sand, of your manufactured sand is, it will decide that in which kind of civil work it should be used. A general purpose sand which we use in daily routine or daily civil works, that are zone 2 and zone 3. So zone 2 is commonly used in masonry, RCC works and all, and zone 3 is generally used in what we say plastering work and compact filling, etc. So commonly used sands are these both, zone 2 and zone 3. So one should try to make the sand which lies under zone 2 and zone 3. There are some more testing should be undertaken in sand. These are what is the water absorption of the manufactured sand, silt percentage content in your sand which is manufactured by you, deleterious materials, and maximum percentage of moisture, fineness modular of sand. So these, after ensuring these tests are at a good part or a positive part, then you can ensure that the quality which you are consuming or the quality which you are making is appropriate. After that, there are many advantages of using M-Sand or the advantages of M-Sand, but few of them I have taken here, which I seriously wanted to share with you. That nowadays we know that extracting sand from the river is like illegal job or before some time, but you can say that the river sand is good, but only it is good when it is coming every year and every year new in the river. And you don't have to dig the pit holes, huge pit holes in the river by mining, by deriving river sand. So extracting river sand from the river is harmful to the environment. It reduces the groundwater level and river water gets dried up. To prevent this, use M sand. Whenever there are big pit holes, it will not let the water go flowing. First, the pit holes will fulfill, and after that, water will overflow. So this breaks the chain of the river, and this will directly affect that rivers dried up, and groundwater level is also affected. So to prevent this, we have an option that we can use M sand. The second point is mine. Easily availability reduces transport distance, which helps in minimizing pollution. We know that each and every town is not nearby to river. So if a town is, we can take an example that if a town is 200 kilometers away from the river, and each and every time we are loading the river sand in the truck, and the truck is going for 200 kilometers, it uses energy and it emits pollution. So if the amsand plants are situated in nearby the towns, and the sand is used from that plants, so we can reduce the transportation, and this will directly affect to the pollution control in air. And the third point is due to higher fineness modular index, it gives good workability for concrete. It means the M sand which we are producing is having a higher side of fineness modular index. So it helps in making a good workable concrete. Either it is dumping or either it is pumping. And as we have discussed first, that in pumping concrete, you should the shape, we have discussed the shape, but in pumping concrete, the shape is very must, because if the shape of the sand is not proper, the concrete will not be able to pump easily, because if it is not cubically shaped, it will make abrasion in the pipelines, and it will not easily move to pump the concrete. So the workability is like if finest modular will be okay, the material which we are make the concrete which we are making will not be segregated. It will be slummed, so the concrete quality will increase and workability will increase. And the fourth point is due to its perfect grading and cubical shape. uh, this point uh, we can say that if you have a perfect grading and perfect shaping of the am sand, uh, you can have a high strength and durability in concrete, because if it is cubically shaped, and properly graded, it will more and more likely to fill the air voids in the concrete. And when the air voids are fully filled and fully filled, they will help the concrete to gain high strength and durability. The the next point is there is no wastage in AMP sand as compared to river sand because it is artificially manufactured, so required properties can be gained. It means that whenever we are manufacturing a sand, so we can minimize the wastage because it is made artificially, so you can delete the negative properties or the wastage properties of this sand, but you cannot do it in river sand. Whatever there is at the river bank, you have to mine it and you have to bring it to the side, and you then waste it like big stone pebbles and some organic materials. They also come in the river sand. So we can save ourselves by not wasting extra energy and not wasting any extra labor by using AMP sand. AMP sand is available throughout the year, but river sand is seasonal. As we all know that river sand is not available in the rainy season because it comes from the riverbed, and riverbed is full of water, so they will not be able to mine the river sand. But AMP sand can be manufactured in any climatic condition. There is no problem to manufacture it. And one more point I would like to discuss in these advantages, which I have not mentioned in this, and that is that whatever construction or whatever it should be a house, building, road, anything. When we build it, we take a Vastu Shastra sense also with our maps and with our construction. So Vastu Shastra says that there should not, whatever material you are using in your building, there should not be any kind of human or animal fossil in that material, mixed in that material. So we can avoid this by using AMP sand because we cannot avoid it in river sand, as we all know that river sand contain all the fossils and all the fossils of humans and human body or animal body. So this is also an important point. So after the advantages, almost we have discussed what is AMP sand, and after these advantages, I would like to throw a look on like those people who are now connected with us in this meeting, and they wanted to who have their plant set up, or they wanted to get enter into this AMP sand business. I have planned, so I have made a small diagram accordingly. What all machineries I have involved in this plant. So from the beginning, I start like you can make a hopper with any civil construction or fabricated metal hopper, a good amount of quantity in it, and downside the hopper, you have a feeding machine. The material goes on the conveyor belts. It will go in VSI crushing unit. I use rock to rock pattern of crushing unit because my hardness of stone is 6 to 7%, and after that the crushing, the material will go in screening, and screening passes the material which we want to take in sand. It should be taken, I think, around 4.75 by around 4.75 mash, and the rejected material, which is oversized, will again go to crusher in recycling, and it will again go in crushing, and it will again come to screen. The screen will again take whatever is passing. So the past material now flows into the secondary hopper, and secondary hopper is the place where it stores a little bit and continuous feed, and gives continuous feed to washing system. Washing system is that we have previously discussed, that four-way washing system with hydrocyclone. It divides the sand in two gradations, that is M sand and P sand. It washes, after washing it divides the gradation, right? After that, I have key point over here, like one must have this system. This is, I would like to suggest, it takes an extra cost and extra maintenance or extra operating cost, but this is very beneficial for our nature. And how it is beneficial, that it recycles the water up to 92%. I have a equipment, this water recovery unit, and it is giving me around 92 percentage of water recovery. And also it will help you in managing the sludge. So once the sludge, it will manage the sludge and pump it into the whatever pits or whatever container, civil containers, whatever you have installed over there at your plant. After drying it, you can give it to the brick plants or construction filling sites. Nowadays, this was also a research and development method topic. So some of the companies have just made it like we can use the sludge in making bricks by adding some chemical compounds. So one can also go on it so that it can zero the wastage of the plant. After this, I would like to share one important thing, that is protect nature. So protect nature is, one should always bear in mind that whatever be the purpose of the work, natural environment should be kept in consideration, and we must try to minimize the damage while operating. So by this I want to tell that we should always keep in mind whatever we are doing. Either we are operating a plant, either we are doing a civil site or anything, one should always keep in mind that how can, when I want to do a work, and take a consideration in mind that how can we minimize the damage to the natural environment while operating or while doing whatever work we are into. So for this also, we have taken some following measures in our plant, and that are, water sprinklers should be placed at every point of the plant from where dust emulsion can occur. It means like you should water spray at your conveyor belts, or if you can give the machines a moisture material. But if you cannot, then you should spray at that point, the drop points of the conveyor belts, so that the dust should not emit in the air, and uh, it will 100%, like it will support us to not damage the environment. And vibrating, second point is vibrating screens and other vibrating machinery parts must be covered with dust proof covers. Either it is metallic, it is plastic, and it is other material. We should always put some dust covers or dust proof covers in those parts which are vibrating, which can emit dust out in the atmosphere. So, and we should regularly check them, that if the covers are damaged or not. If it is damaged, then timely replace it. It is a good practice. The third point is, as we all know, water is very precious nowadays. So we should use water recovery units to recycle the water which is being used in such washing operations. From this point, I would like to make my suggestion that if we are deriving water from any source like groundwater, or we are taking it from river, why to waste it? Why to exploit it? So one should always consider that they should have a water recovery unit at their plant, and this water recovery units supports plant by a less amount of water, by making it each and every time filtered and recycled. This is an immediate process. Uh, these units have an immediate process. We should treat in these units. There are agitators and chemical dosers which treat the water, and these chemicals helps in the sludge to settle down from the water, and the recovered water again comes to the cycle of the plant. So one should always use this. And proper installation of bins. Fourth point is, proper installation of bins should be there for metallic waste, plastic waste, and other waste, and should be properly collected, and after that should be recycled, should be sent to the recycle plants timely. So this is very small point, but this is also a very important point, because we have ever seen that whenever we move to a plant or a production unit, we can see that of wastages are buried in the ground, and they do not decompose, and they are just like they are damaging our earth. So we have to take this in mind. And by discussing all these things, I would like to show you some pictures. That is, these are on the left hand side, these are water sprinklers which you can use to stop the emulsion of dust in the air. And in the right, these kinds of water recovery systems you can use at plant, so that we can uh, optimize the utilization of the resource or of the water. And the next point is, this is my plant. I have put on some pictures in this slide. Uh, this is my production, and these kind of washing units I have. These are my crushers, and my plant is situated at Lakhawa Industrial Area, Kota, and my contact number and my name is also there. The last and final is that this is my product which I am producing. Praveen sir, now you can like question if someone have.
Yes, definitely useful information for all of us. Participants put unmute themselves and kindly ask questions or queries if you have. Any participants, please?
We want to know the gradation of zone second acquired area plant in comparison to that given IS 383, upper and lower limit.
Sorry.
The gradation of your product in zone second as
Yeah.
compared to IS 383. What is your gradation acquired? in this plant? Gradation acquired at your plant.
Gradation acquired at my plant.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It's like I can say, whereas 300 micron, it always come plus 5% or minus 5%. Otherwise, it is in this gradation only what I am producing now.
So you mean to say that uh, it lies more or less in grading zone 2,
Zone 2, yeah.
and sometimes 300 micron passing percentage may go 30% plus within 35, or less than say even up to 3% as well.
Yeah. Like the last limit is 30, so it can go plus 5%.
Rest of the sieve passing percentages lie between the ranges as prescribed.
Yeah.
Main is 600 micron passing, which is the distinct one. So 35 to 59 percentage is generally complied in your MSANT.
Yes.
Dr. Sudhir wishes to know what is the indicative cost, if you may share, of such plants.
If you'll go for some companies, like they share their technology with some foreign countries companies, so you can get it around a 40-ton capacity plant at 3.5 crore rupees with all the equipments which I have there in my plant.
This is the cost of the machinery, etc.
Machinery.
Civil cost and the land cost are different.
Yeah. They are extra.
Land cost is also how much land it may be requiring.
You can say around 40-ton capacity plant can be installed in 25,000 square foot.
25,000 square feet means
Stocking area is extra. The plant area I am telling you.
okay. So inventory of stocking area may be as much as the proprietor wants to keep.
Yeah. As if they require, like they want to make inventory more than they can have a large land.
Definitely. So I think the participant has got his answer. Uh, so another madam wishes to ask. It is written in the chat. You may also kindly refer. She has written, what test to be conducted to determine specific gravity of M-sand? Specific gravity determination with sand.
Sir, I have no idea that what test they should have, because I have I have also done it from the testing labs.
Okay, I think pycnometer test can be done as we have been doing for the reverse sand. Same pycnometer test can be used if I am not wrong. Another question asked by a participant: is it
Mm.
possible to use this M sand for all kind of construction application like industrial, factory, residential?
Yes, sir. It is very much comfortable to make AMSAND use in each and every kind of construction work, because this is my experience. I have given to such large companies. They have used it in industrial foundation works, building works, dam works, and I want to give one example. Like I have also supplied sand to people here in Rawatbhata. They are working in Tata, and Tata. I am a vendor of Tata. We are giving them sand, and they are using it in what cooling tower, that is nuclear power plant cooling tower construction. So I think we can use it in each and every construction work. There is no problem in using at any stage.
Uh, yes, very good. Uh, any other question can be written by the participant, or maybe ask directly by unmuting yourself.
Hello,
Hello.
am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm Professor KP Mari from Maharashtra. Generally, we are using this M sand for plastering in residential building.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there any cost comparison with sand, or is there any compressive strength comparison results with you? So we can
Uh,
easily convert the mindset of owners.
Sorry, I was not able to understand you. What was your last point?
So owner are not permitted us for using the M-sand for plaster.
They are not permitting you.
Yes, yes.
Brother, actually, I want to tell you the same situation was with me also over here, because if you put some new product in the market, there is less acceptance of that. And whenever you take an initiative to launch a new market, launch a new product in the market, which is not digestible for the customers, so you have to do few exercises to
Yes,
make it digest. Like I have done one. I have made a team of workers. What you say, karigars. They masons. They used to go to different sites, and a little piece of wall is being plastered by my sand, free of cost. That was free of cost.
yes,
And once I have told them that no testing is required by my side, if you want to, you can go to lab and you can do testing whatever you want to do on this. I am just making a sample and moving out from here. This will not damage your whole building, but this will show you that how much strength you are getting in my sand and how much strength you are getting in a river sand. So by this exercise, I achieved my target, and what can I say? Like I have supplied around 20,000 or 30,000 ton of sand, plaster sand, in local domestic building construction sites.
yes, sure, sir. So that's why I am asking, is there any compressive strength comparison
Brother,
results with you?
you have to go to some civil testing lab. They can only tell you, because I have never done the testing process of plaster sand. I have
Okay.
just sampled it for free of cost for the domestic people, and they are now in a stage to digest it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Any other participant may kindly ask query or question. Any other participant, please? If no queries, I may close the session. Uh, Again, once request thanking the learned speaker. Particularly, he gave us practical point of view and motivated us to use the MSAND or to propagate its teaching, and also shared with us the production process. That was on my personal request, that if we know the production process nitty-gritties, we can better understand its properties and the factors affecting its properties. I may share with you people as participants that in my early days of learning at IIT Roorkee, where I had gone to for PhD, earliest thing which I did was to visit the crushers, in Jwalapur area near Haridwar, and understand which crusher gives non-oversized aggregates. We face the problem of oversized aggregates all over the country. How they are produced, what is the effect of the different things, and that helped me to select proper aggregate source for my research. And of course, in teaching the effect of various aspects at the crusher plant. So, as teachers, participants should understand the manufacturing process. Okay, Manoj Katiyal ji has asked your mail ID and contact number. I will share with him. In the recording which you will get, in that also you can see, as well as I will share with you. So my point is that later on, I remember most of you might be knowing Dr. Anuj Maheshwari. He is a big shot, big name in Indian ready-mix concrete and concrete world. So he is a good friend of mine. So he is now in Reliance. So he was heading All India RMC in Aditya Birla previously, and other plants. So once I remember we had a meeting at IIT Mumbai, maybe 2013 or something like that. I just asked Anuj, what are you doing nowadays? What are the projects? He told that he is focusing on the aggregates at that time. They had acquired mines, quarries, and he was working for the aggregate quality. So this was the big houses of the country dealing in RMC, putting emphasis on the aggregate quality. And that was as early as 2013. So please keep this in mind, that the knowledge which Anish ji has given us today or shared today help us to understand the properties of the aggregates and better selection or selection of better aggregates, or the factors affecting the selection of the aggregates, which we teach to the students in concrete technology or sustainable materials. Thank you, Anish ji, for sparing
Thank
time.
you. Thank you, sir.
And I, with folded hands, thanks from the behalf of the university and AICT for and please do visit us whenever you find time after some 1 or 2 weeks COVID period, whenever the things become normal.
Of course, sir. Of course, sir. I'll come and meet you, and I'm very thankful to whole of your team that they have given me such a good chance to share my experience with you all.
Thank you, sir. And I stop video and stop the recording, and